Bachelor times.
Dang it.
For future reference, if you ever want to know about the topic, it's a good thing. Just fast forward to the first like 3 minutes. Hey there, people. My name's Brandon.
My name's Keith, people.
This is another episode of Tank Talks.
Tank Talks! We're alone in our studio today. No studio audience, no adoring fans, no ladies throwing Mardi Gras beads at us today. It's just me and Brandon in the studio doing our thing. And how you doing, Brandon? I feel like it's been ages.
Keith, I'm doing really well.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that you didn't...
Got a new job.
New
and
job.
More importantly, I got this sweet t-shirt.
Sweet t-shirt. Where'd you get that t-shirt, Brandon?
I got this t-shirt at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I gave up on that. About half a second into the song, but I had to finish it.
Well, it's interesting that you bring up Charlotte Motor Speedway because each of us were both at the Charlotte Motor Speedway this past weekend, were we not?
Yes.
Did you get that t-shirt there?
I did.
This past weekend?
So this is unrelated to what we're about to do.
Right.
But I just want to touch on this t-shirt for a second.
Okay.
Because I was wearing it this week and no one complimented me. And I told Caleb that for most people they look and they think, oh, that's just some Mr. White trash.
Just
got a car and a number and some Schluter Systems on his shirt.
That's what I think when I see it.
But for me, this team, Keith, like, we live in a time where 5 years ago, if you were a small team, you did not have any merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
But now NASCAR has made an effort to make sure that every car out there, well, except for Carl Long's team, but every car out there has something in the merch stands. So when I walked up there, I had the choice between a koozie, a hat, or this shirt. And I got this shirt.
Perfect.
Now I can walk around and people know, hey, that guy likes some guy named Corey LaJoy, or maybe, how would you pronounce that if you didn't know?
Schluter?
I was talking about the name.
LaJoy. LaJoy.
LaJoy? And then there's TriStar. Maybe that's that movie company.
Y'all, we're out here supporting Corey LaJoy and TriStar Motorsports with Schluter Systems here at Tank Media Network. Hope you enjoy it. But tell us why this video is associated with Charlotte Motor Speedway. Last weekend, I'm actually going to tell them why. Last weekend,
I'm going to tell you right now.
I'm going to tell you right now, last weekend.
Let me tell you something, honey.
We had Brandon's Bachelor times. He's no longer going to be a bachelor in March. And so we said, you know what, Brandon, we're going to we're going to celebrate your non-bachelorness by taking you to a NASCAR race. And we're going to let you teach us all about NASCAR. And it's funny because none of the rest of us care about NASCAR even a little bit.
What I think is funny is, like, every time we film a video, I think, oh, it's a good video. Then I see that the video is like 25 minutes long, and I'm like, why is it that long? Then I realize we've spent 5 minutes talking about Corey LaJoy and Bachelor times.
Dang it.
For future reference, if you ever want to know about the topic, it's a good thing. Just fast forward to the first like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
That's where you get to the meat.
We did a video one time where Brandon went to a NASCAR race and he brought back a bunch of free stuff. We did it again, and Brandon's going to show me a bunch of free stuff, and I'm going to rate it.
This time it's personal.
This time.
Now, Keith,
the free stuff is back.
Last time I had a bunch of stuff, but I think this time I went with more of a quality rather than quantity. I guess you would be the judge of that.
I was about to say, I will be the judge of that, my friend.
And looking over here, I think we've got 3 different sections. And we're going to start first. I think we're going to start with the clothes.
Okay.
Okay?
Clothes first.
First, we got this Blue Cross Blue Shield NC Drive for the Cure 200 hat.
Brandon, the value of a hat, you know what they say? The proof of the value of the hat is in the wearing. It's not a bad hat. This hat is not bad. I would not, if there were 2 boxes of hats, one said bad, one said good, I would not immediately throw this hat in the bad one.
What about the metal buckle on the back? I think that makes a hat seem fancier.
I will say this metal buckle on the back, it seems well put together. It seems hardy. If someone grabbed the hat by the clasp here in the back and tried to yank on it, I don't think they would succeed.
I think with hats, it kind of goes you've got the cheap end, a snapback, then you've got the Velcro. Then I think that category is in the same category as the ones that are like the flex fit that have the closed in back.
They gave me a good bill fold here. They know their audience. I think that's a Southern thing to fold the bill of your hat up.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna give this hat a thumbs up. That's a good hat. Because the system was I either give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. This hat gets a thumbs up. Let's move on.
All right,
keep
Keith,
it on my head.
We're gonna go back. You didn't give us a good rating. Let's see if your opinion's changed since then.
All right. Last time we had the same Chevy shirt. Chevrolet. Brandon gets an extra large for reasons I don't understand.
They only provide extra larges.
I was about to say, he is not an extra large person.
Chevy knows that they can cut costs and just, you give extra large. People at NASCAR events are either going to go, it's a little tight on me.
So here we've got the American flag with the Camaro silhouette. I still think this is kind of a lazy t-shirt. Mm-hmm. I think that this is no better than anything you get down at the Gap, the Old Navy or whatever.
The Gap is selling their American.
I'm just saying, no, it's the Old Navy with the American stuff. I just think you could have done better than a small little logo and a little Camaro silhouette. But what I can appreciate is that it doesn't have all the stuff going. That's one thing I don't like about NASCAR paraphernalia. Is there's so much going on. There's so much. I've got to put a moving car on the shirt. I've got to give you his number. I got to give you his name. I got to give you the sponsors. It's too much.
So if you saying this shirt just had a 72 on it, you'd like it?
I would way prefer that. If that shirt just had a big 72 all across the front, I would prefer.
But I think also you said you didn't like that there is like companies with the people. So if it just stopped at 72 Corey LaJoy, you would really.
Yeah, I would prefer that shirt. Now I will say I've seasoned on this. Based on the criteria I've just put out, this shirt has redeemed itself. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. This is a fine shirt. It's gray. It's not white and see-through, which is the shirt we're about to experience. This is another shirt. This is a shirt I actually got while I was there. This is a Ford shirt. Are you haul worthy? The Ford asks. That is like, I have a hall in my home, or not my home, but I've seen halls. This is a good little shirt. I'm going to have to give this, despite it being the kind of inexpensive, again, Brandon, with the extra large.
Now, is it see-through? You did the hand test.
Yes, I got to do the hand test. I don't know if the camera will be able to pick it. There's a lot of fuzz on yours. I don't know if the camera will be able to pick it up. But my flesh can be seen through this shirt. My flesh can be seen. Therefore, this hat does not pass the see-through test. It is obviously a cheap shirt that they want to give to you for free. I do kind of like the logo. Mm-hmm. I like the simple one color. I'm a big fan of that. One color on the t-shirt, but sadly with the see-through white shirt, I'm going to have to give him a thumbs down. Now here we got a black shirt. This shirt, from what I heard, okay, all right. Now this shirt I like. Check this out, Brandon. We got the logo. Whose shirt is this? It's Pennzoil's shirt. We got one color. We got one color on the logo. We do have the full logo here, which this is fine, just a small full logo. But the rest of the shirt, one color. Then on the back, we've got our sponsors, one color. They didn't get to put all their special logos in there, just one color. We got a hashtag, which is not bad. This shirt, for what it is a shirt that I have received for free at an event, meant to advertise something. It is not too much on the eye. This shirt, it's also black. Black is slimming, and for a chubby boy like me, that's meaningful. So I'm going to give it, before, you want to say something?
No.
I'm going to give it a thumbs up.
Now, Keith, with that in mind, I realized last weekend that when we played that game,
yeah,
you actually beat me in that game, but I was given a t-shirt and you were given a pop socket.
That is correct.
And you felt betrayed by Pennzoil.
I felt so betrayed. Yeah, so there was a game where they had a pretend oil change that me and Brandon competed in who could change the oil faster. Brandon cheated and I still won.
I did not cheat.
We'll check the tapes. But yes, I did get a pop socket for the back of my phone, which I placed on there, realized it was a little too feminine, so then I pulled it off with a knife and threw it away.
But I've made the decision to bestow that shirt upon you, Keith.
Thank you, Brandon. Thank you. I got a brand new shirt, everybody.
Next, we're going to go into a category that I have not seen until this trip.
Okay. One day we're going to be selling this shirt on eBay.
It's the lunchbox category.
The lunchbox category. All right. Brandon, I can already tell you this is not getting a good score. As a man who brings his lunch to work on a daily basis, a lot of times, I don't know about where you work, viewer at home, but where I work, the refrigerator is a floor above me. So if I want to put my lunch that I bring to work in the refrigerator, I've got to walk up another flight of stairs, I've got to go down a hallway, I've got to go find the refrigerator, find a spot. So normally I just make sure that whatever I have that's cold, I put it in a well-insulated lunchbox, and it's still cold by the time I get to it at lunchtime. This lunchbox is not well insulated, though it would.
Now, could you even put like a bottle?
You could
fit like 2 water bottles in there.
You could fit 2 water bottles and a sandwich in here. I would say a bag of Cheez-Its in a sandwich, something like that. It's small. You're not having a big hearty lunch in this bad boy. And certainly your Tupperwares are likely.
So it's like a boy's lunch.
It's a boy's lunch. This is a boy's lunch box, and I'm gonna have to give it a thumbs down.
All right. Next we've got the Toyota lunchbox.
This is not a lunchbox, Brandon. This is a cooler.
My roommate Andrew would disagree.
Okay.
He's been using it
as a lunchbox. Okay. Yeah, it is kind of lunchboxy. The beautiful lady who tried to get us to get it for free. She is the one who said it was a cooler, but you're right, this is a lunchbox.
Where I come from, they're all the same.
One thing about a lunchbox, Brandon, is that the deeper you go, the more dangerous it gets when stacking is concerned. These, again, are not well insulated. This is not going to keep something cold. It is supposed to look like it's well insulated, but it is not. Things are going to get warm. Things are going to get spicy. They're going to start to rub. There's going to be rash and chafing inside this lunchbox, and that's not what we want. I'm going to have to give this lunchbox as well a thumbs down.
So I think what we've learned is that it's just the science has not caught up between free and lunchboxes.
Absolutely. The science is not there to provide a both free and adequate lunchbox.
Mm-hmm. All right, now we're going to move to novelties, Keith.
Brent, I do look forward to seeing the lunchbox category in the future.
First is foam finger from Top Golf.
Foam finger from Top Golf. There's a Top Golf in South Carolina, is there not?
Not yet.
But there's one in Charlotte?
They're thinking about building one in Myrtle Beach.
Okay. Where is the nearest one?
I think Charlotte.
I've never been to Top Golf, but one thing I will always give a thumbs down to, that's foam anything. Foam, these things are meaningless. I don't understand what joy we get from, I guess that is kind of cool to see myself doing it, but one thing about the NASCAR races, they're very big on you waving at the drivers, but I know those drivers don't care about you. So, yeah, that's great and all. Really, I like to be able to get my fingers into the fingers. For that, I give it a thumbs down.
All right. Well, let's keep the track going, and let's look at this.
Brent and I have seen this before. I never thought I was going to rate it, but this is a foam hat. For laugh factor, I give it a thumbs up. It does what it's meant to do.
I think they just, with a foam finger, it's kind of like, yeah, you love Top Golf, but they knew when they were making that.
Yeah.
Like even the person that gave it to me, they said, hey, it's a great seat cushion.
Yeah, it's a great seat cushion. It's the Robo Baby, I give it a thumbs up.
All right, now let's move next to Geico water bottle. Also, so that's not a normal water bottle.
This, Brandon, just from looking at it, this is a nice water bottle. It's pretty hardy, and it's got one of those tops in it. It's like the water bottles that if you've ever played football that you take and you squirt into your mouth. It's got one of those tops that is well sealed and it doesn't unseal. So if there's water in this now, I could turn it upside down, but it wouldn't come out until I squeezed it. This water bottle is black. It's not something you normally see. It's got a measuring area here. You can see what's inside it. The inside is pretty airy, pretty open in here. The walls are not very thick. You're not going to keep anything cold in this bad boy, but if you just want some water to carry around with you, that's plenty of hydration and ease of access, like that. So I'm going to give this a thumbs up.
All right. And lastly,
Brent, I do not know who this is. I have to give him a thumbs down.
I think it's RevPar.
His name is RevPar. What is RevPar?
I don't know.
Can I take his clothes off?
Is that going to be the deciding factor from the thumbs up or thumbs down?
I have to see what he looks like naked before I can give him a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I'm going to make you mad if I take his clothes off, and I don't want to do that because I know you care about this little fella. He's a good little stuffed animal. Is they supposed to be sunglasses?
Yeah, at first I thought those were his eyes, so I thought I was going to see just a void when I removed them, but you see his eyes.
Oh, he actually does have eyes.
Yeah.
Oh no, because he has eyes, I'll give him a thumbs up. He's a good little fella, and it's an interesting free item. Mm-hmm. So I'll give him a thumbs up. Brandon, I'm gonna take off this foam hat because I feel like a ridiculous person.
There was also I forget the name, but I think that by the time this comes out, you'll be able to maybe put the logo right there.
Yeah.
But like I'm gonna put my hands right here, and I'm gonna say, this company right here, they were giving out bags of cough drops. but also a free coupon, or a coupon for a free bag there.
Yeah.
And during the trip, we love them. And I just think that when most places are going to say, oh, here's like 1 or 2 to take with you. But it's a whole pack.
Yeah.
And now like that can last you now. Then when you get sick, you got a whole nother pack.
Absolutely.
And I think with those people, I'm going to go back and buy their product just because I was like, oh, they were so willing to help me in our time of sickness.
And they succeeded. I actually was very sick this week, Brandon. I didn't tell you about that, but I felt very, very poorly, and those cough drops did help me. Mm-hmm. Brandon, these are some of my favorite episodes that we do for some reason.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because I get to share my opinions unabashedly with the public, and I get to make some up as we go. But, Brandon, it's a little bit warm in here, and I could use something to drink.
Okay. Think a tank drink? I thought that was my Twitter handle on there, but it's actually Brandwave.
It is not your Twitter.
Thought someone had taken my name.
Brandon, tell us what we have to drink today.
We got some Mountain Dew Cherry Ice.
Mountain Dew Cherry Ice, baby.
Now, have you tried the regular Mountain Dew Ice?
No, sir.
It had a Sierra Mist taste to it. So right now I'm kind of expecting a I don't know, they used to have like a cranberry Sierra Mist that was really good. Okay. And I'm thinking maybe a cherry Sprite, cherry 7-Up. That's what I'm thinking I'm going to expect. But I think the packaging looks really cool on them.
Absolutely, I agree. Brandon, let's clink them together and let's have a sip of Mountain Dew Cherry Ice.
I find that to be very good.
That is pretty tasty, Brandon. Even though they're not quite as cold as I would like, it has a splash of real juice. I don't know how they turn that real juice white.
It's like that perfect hit of cherry too.
Brandon, it's interesting to me. I agree with you. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's interesting to me there's only 160 calories in this whole bottle.
But it does have 91 milligrams of caffeine.
That's true. That's a lot of caffeine. The warmer a drink like that is, the fizzier it gets for me. And so I could deal with a little less fizz. But other than that, that's a very good drink. Very tasty. Got a good little taste to it. Very happy. Keith's taste buds are real happy. He's got all this new free stuff that Brandon's going to give to him. And we will have to see you in the next episode. Brandon, you have anything else for these people at home? People at home, we need you to do some things. We need you to like this video. We need you to leave a comment on it and tell us how good we look and how happy we make you. We need you to subscribe to our channel. At the time of recording this, we have 229 subscribers. We would prefer to have 1,000. So if you could subscribe several hundred times, that'd be great. And in the meantime, please do go. You can follow us on Twitter at tank_podcast. Not super active on the Twitter. We need to rectify that. And if you are very much in love with us and you would like to support us financially, even with $1 per month, $1 per month helps us do this show even more.
That's less than a cup of coffee.
Less than a cup of coffee. That's twice what you would send to Africa for those kids, the kids things that.
Wait, it's then 50 cents a month?
I think it's like it's 50 cents a day.
We're $1 a month. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
You're
way
sending
less.
those people a lot more money.
Yeah,
than you're
we're
sending us.
way less than those people. Anyway, do all those things and just remember, we love you very much.